Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Real Money, Real Business podcast. I'm Lauren, and today we have Ruslan and Andrew on the show. They're selling an Amazon FBA business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. Hey Ruslan and Andrew, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Lauren. We are fine. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's great to meet you both as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show. I'm really looking forward to learning about your business. It certainly sounds like a wonderful business. But before we dive in, I'm going to give the listeners a brief summary of it. This is an Amazon FBA business. It was created in August 2018, and it's in the gaming niche. The average revenue for the business is $58,584 per month. And it makes an average of $21,466 per month in net profit. The assets included with the business are an Amazon Seller Central account with one SKU, a domain including all site content and files, supplier contracts and relationships, a Shopify account, a WooCommerce account, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok social media accounts, trademarks, as well as an email list with 1,000 subscribers. Please note that inventory is not normally included in the list price, but further details can be provided to verified buyers. For everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 62203 to learn more about this business. Or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So now that we know more about the business, let's hear from the sellers. Ruslan and Andrew, can you fill us in on your background in starting and running online businesses?
Hi again, Lauren. Yes, we worked in logistics with Andrew, and then we started our first Amazon business, FBA business. But it was not successful because it was the first time we tried. And then we were looking for idea on which niche, which product to choose. And one of the evening, we decided to choose the niche of the board games. And in this case, we decided so maybe we can doing the remakes of old Soviet games, for example, like Monopoly and so on, and USA games. But I think the day after that, Andrew told that he has idea to start with the couples games because it's very interesting market and there is not so much competition in it. And this is how the idea came, and we started to think about which game and what concept of the game should we make.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yes. So, Andrew, maybe you can add something?
Yeah, it was all about research and trying to find not so competitive niche like all markets usually have. So we found it and then start to create the product.
Yes, it was not only we just wanted to start in the niche of board games. It also was a research. And after the first failed business, we understand some key points of how to make Amazon business, how to make research and analytics. It was our passion on one side because we understood how important it is to spend quality time with your partner, because sometimes people just think in the evening and don't know what to do. Even sometimes don't talk, just watching TV and so on. But we decided to make it not only like a business for us, but make some useful product. Like many gurus say, you should solve the problem of the people. And sometimes it can be a good business. So that's why we understood the problem of the people, we feel it, and we decided to solve this problem. So then we just saw some competitors on the market. We saw what they provide to this market, and we decided to make a unique product.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it does certainly seem to have solved the problem. It's incredibly popular, so it looks like all of your research paid off. What attracted you to selling on Amazon FBA instead of other e-commerce platforms like Shopify, for example?
At those time, it was like a boom in Ukraine. The topic with Amazon FBA became very popular in some circles because you can do business if you're located in Ukraine, for example, other country, you can do business in USA and like to send products fast and to make customers happy with fast delivery and quality and so on. And Amazon FBA solves these problems. So now it's very common thing like 3PL warehouses, but I think at those times, it's what's about 4 years ago, it wasn't very popular. So the solving of the issue that we are far from USA was using the Amazon FBA. Also, it was a growing market, and we heard some successful stories.
We was new in e-commerce, and for us, Amazon FBA was a key how to connect our product with our customer, something like this.
Yeah, certainly. I think that's one of the main benefits of Amazon FBA is that you don't have to be involved with the 3PL warehouses, as you say, and you can sell overseas regardless of where you are in the world. As the business has grown, have you expanded to selling on any other e-commerce platforms, or are you only selling on Amazon FBA?
Yes, we tried to create a website on Shopify because me and Andrew, we are partners and of the work on ourselves. Sometimes we use like freelancers, but most of the work we were doing ourselves. In one of the case, we contacted the company that creates Shopify stores, but that was unsuccessful cooperation. So from this time, we tried also several times, but we don't spend much resources, our time on that. We have some success, but we decided to focus on Amazon FBA. But definitely, if somebody won't proceed with this business, I will be recommending to use another platforms because a few months ago, we remade the website, but not on Shopify and WordPress. And our aim was to traffic on the website and to make sales from our website using the warehouses of Amazon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it certainly seems like you've experienced a lot of success from Amazon. So it's great that you were able to keep that momentum going. You've experienced a lot of success with this business. You mentioned that it is a passion of yours. What are the reasons you've decided to sell the business now?
First of all, like I told you before, that we wanted to proceed with the website with the other platforms. Also, we want to start some other products, but we do not borrow money to make business. So in one moment, we decided that we need and we want to start with some other products, but we need some money to make it with high quality. So we need to hire maybe a team to do such way. So we want to sell the business to get resources to start another business because we see that there is big potential of this business and the e-commerce market growing every day and every year. And it is very comfortable when you can do your online business from any spot of the world and earn good money.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it sounds like you've got some exciting times ahead of you with your new business. So, yeah, I really hope that you're able to sell this one and start on your new adventure. Looking back over your journey with this business, what would you say was your biggest win since starting the business?
All this business is a big win. I think we started and we received sales almost from the start. So it was growing day by day because it was growing, but we don't have enough inventory. And at some time we were out of stock and it was a couple of times, but then we gathered all our resources and started with enough inventory and our business was growing from that moment every year. So all of this business from the starting date till this day, I think it's a win for us.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like it. I think that's the benefit. As you say, this product solves a problem. And so there will always be a need for it. And I think that's why you're able to sell from the beginning.
If we're talking about us, yes, but also we can say about the big win, according to the people that bought our product, that are happy. And as a result, we have big amount of reviews. And so people are happy with the product. And I think it's very important when decides the problem and make some people more happy or even improve their personal life or even maybe save their marriage. So from our side, making this business is a big win, but also our side. But from the other side, it is a big win if help some people, and it is always important for us.
Yeah, absolutely. It certainly seems like the product is definitely helping people, as you can tell by its popularity. On the flip side of the coin, I'm sure not everything went according to plan. What was your biggest setback or challenge with this business?
Maybe for Ruslan it would be another variant, but my answer on this question is when we start a new product, also in board games, and it was a drinking game, for parties. We invested a lot of money and time on it. We created a good product with team of designers, and it was really awesome. We have a lot of fun during that process. We started it and generated good views. Few months, maybe 3-4, everything was awesome, but it was very competitive niche, and we should invest it more and more money at this product. And in one day, Amazon changed the rules about PPC policy, and they stopped advertising our product and all products in our niche. And the situation became very poor for us because our product was new, and to competitive other old products in the same niche, it was a problem for us because we haven't got good position for keywords. We just start our way on spending money on PPC, and for me it was very big disappointing because we can't resolve this situation. So it is a very good product, as I think, and I think Ruslan also have the same feelings, but it's a pity that we can challenge it.
So as you see, Lauren, it's like another reason for selling this business that we have a little different views with Andrew on that. So it's also the reason to sell it and maybe start some another where we will have like the same views on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's an unfortunate setback that you encountered there. Amazon sellers are at the mercy of Amazon's rules. So when they change them, it can definitely affect your business like that. You mentioned PPC there. Are you using PPC or SEO to drive traffic to your products?
As you previously said at the beginning, that we sell only one SKU, and like one SKU is our main product that gets the most of the profit. But we have some other SKUs on our account. And why I'm telling you about this, because of the advertising. So in this case, first of all, we have a sponsored brand advertising on our main product, on the SKU we are talking about, the game Loopy. So we drive traffic but by this source of advertising. And one more option is to drive traffic as a product in this niche, and like to mention our main product on the listing, so we can drive some traffic from one listing to another. I think the SEO is like we created this listing long time ago, and as many people advise, we did not make any changes for a long time to make the search systems like Google and so on to index this listing for a long time. So I think the SEO is good at this listing. Also, we use some other source of traffic like TikTok advertising, Facebook advertising, TikTok influencers, and sometimes it has very good impact. From one side, we don't use the sponsored ads for this product, but from the other side, we have a bigger margin and we can use another source of traffic with the lower cost. So maybe I think it's even better. We have an issue, but we turn this issue to a winning position for us.
Yeah, absolutely. It certainly sounds like it. And I think with a product like this, as you say, TikTok is a great way to advertise, especially using influencers as well. What would you see as the major opportunities for growth with this business?
One day, we noticed that we have a big growth of sales. So we just reloaded the page, and every 10 seconds, we have about 10 more sales. And about a few hours passed, and it was about 200 or 400 sales. I don't remember exactly, but it was a big amount, and it was continuing to grow. And we decided that it was like attack at us. So we turned off the listing. And then we wanted to find out what happened, why we have so big growth of sales. And one customer in Facebook and asked when our game will be available for buying. And we asked him where did he know about our game. And he told us that one woman from Texas, we did not ask her to do this and we did not pay her money. We did not know about her. But he is famous, I think, in this area or in USA, and she has a lot of subscribers, and she just liked our game and she made a post on TikTok. And I think she told us, maybe Andrew will make a remark, but I think it was 5 million views in 24 hours. So it was a boom. Yes, and we understood that how important is our game, how people like it, and other people listen to their opinion. Such people liked our game, and we have a lot of sales, and that's why we understood how important was to use social media like TikTok. Sometimes we use TikTok influencers to grow our sales. So it's one of the growth opportunity to spend more time, more resources, to use many. We have a lot of social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and many others. So I think that if we spend more money on this and more effort, we could make a lot more sales.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to add it, the main growth opportunity, as I think it is to sell our product on other markets like Walmart. It also now has something like FBA program, but we didn't roll it. Also, I know that in USA, a very potential market is Target, but it is more like for offline sales. And, for us, it's like persons who don't live in USA, it is a problem to run business with offline marketplaces. So I think that it is a good potential will be for buyer of our business to grow it.
Even some people wrote us emails and they wanted to resell our game, and maybe I think in offline stores also, and even some people that can arrange like the cooperation with offline markets. But on those times we decided that we don't have a lot of experience in this, so we decided to move forward and do the way we do. And from the other hand, maybe we will talk a little more about our growth opportunity. We decided not to sell our business because we will find some good opportunities.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like you've got a lot of growth opportunities with this business, some really exciting opportunities.
Yes, if we take a list of what we can do, it's to finish the website, to make a good SEO of website, to use affiliate marketing, to drive traffic from different social media, and to use another marketplaces, and to cooperate with offline stores. So there are so many opportunities, but unfortunately we don't use even some of them.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like there's a lot of opportunities that the buyer can tap into, which is very, very exciting. Switching gears now to look at your supply chain. Can you walk me through how your supply chain works?
Yeah, we have an agreement with our manufacturer that we arrange one big order. For example, it could be 10,000 pieces or 20,000 pieces. We make prepayment, something about 20% of deposit. And once we need to ship some quantity of goods to replenish our inventory, we just make balance payment and then ship our goods via sea service, to Amazon FBA warehouses. So our manufacturer is also for us like 3PL warehouses, but they don't charge money from us for this service.
Fantastic. And how many suppliers do you use and where are they located?
It is only one supplier in China, in South China, Dongguan province.
And may I add that we wanted to find some more suppliers in any case, for in just if we will need, for example, to change it, to have alternative. And I think Andrew wrote to some suppliers and we received also good offers with good prices. Like we just kept the contact, but we stayed with our supplier because we started to work with this supplier from the beginning. Yes, and there were no reason to change this supplier. But definitely, I think maybe not so many, but there are alternatives of the supplier. So, for example, if a new owner of the business would like to change the supplier, I think it won't be a problem. Even we tried to find a supplier in Ukraine to be closer to production, and we found this supplier. But for understandable reason now, we cannot use this supplier.
Yeah, it's great that you have all those options available to you. How long does it take to replenish your inventory from your suppliers?
Usually our terms is 45 days from deposit payment is production time. And then we use sea truck shipment. So it is the slowest and the cheapest category of shipment. And it is need to reach Amazon house something about 50-60 days. So from the first payment to the Amazon warehouses, it could be 100 days, 3 months.
Also, I think that these terms are negotiable. So, for example, if you negotiate with a supplier, maybe she can create a bench of the order faster and maybe to ship it, not to wait till the time the whole order will be finished. So that's why it's all of this is negotiable. So the same humans are from the other side, and you can just talk with them and to find the best terms for you.
Yeah, let me explain with more details. So our big order is 20,000 pieces, and they need 45 days to produce all of them. For example, if we need to ship soon 5,000 pieces, they could prepare them in 30 days or even faster. So could be more, told you 100 days, so could be more faster for 20 days or even 30 days.
Like we tried some different ways and we decided it is the most suitable for us because we were planning for half a year or a year further. So we knew how much time we need for delivery. So we just make it like the cheaper way for us. But it may sound very long. So as we told you before, you can negotiate with a supplier to make faster a bench of the order, just a part of the order. And also you can find the faster way of delivery. For example, it can be faster sea service or even airplane if you know that you are going to be out of stock and you need to add the products fast. You can just separate the bench of the product and to send the part of this by airplane. But I think that experienced sellers know good about how to handle with this.
Yeah, I think it's good to be able to have that flexibility available to you, as you say, so that you can send a batch out early if need be. Looking at a typical work week for you when running this business, how many hours per week do you spend working on the business and what sorts of activities take up your time?
When I submitted the query, I wrote about the 7 hours per week. And this approximately right, because we don't spend much time for this business. It's like in autopilot. And we just add in the inventory, talking to our supplier. But this, like Andrew said, one time in 100 of days. And sometimes we just check if everything okay with advertising, just check advertising costs. Also, we use some technical software like Helium 10, and we can just check in mobile phone if everything is okay with this SKU and with account as well. So in most cases, you woke up, just open your account, checked if everything is okay, how many sales we had, and that's all. For future owner, I think this is a great business. And like many gurus also say that you can start Amazon business and it won't take any time. But when people actually start the Amazon business, they understand that it takes a lot of work and a lot of time. And we have the same situation. But as we said, this business is running for about 4 years. All the processes are adjusted. So it does not take time at all, I think. Only the 7 hours per week, it's on 1 hour a day just to check if everything is okay.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like you've streamlined all the processes very well and it's become a good passive business for you. What would you say are the biggest challenges that a buyer might face when they take over this business?
Maybe the buyer will become lazy with this business. Actually, I don't know what kind of issues can the buyer have with this business. I think that the problem is, it's not a problem, but if we try to guess, we can understand that the world does not on one places and everything can happen in this world. But if we will talk about actual issues, I don't see any potential issues or problems for the customer.
That's a fantastic position to be in, especially, you built a strong business that should be able to overcome a lot of the risks that a lot of the smaller businesses would face.
Also, I think if people buy the Amazon business on 7-figure amount, yes, they may understand the risks. The Amazon business is like the business on Amazon, and you don't have 100% like control on this business. So sometimes it may be a problem, but as I said, it's only guessing. But if we will talk about like facts, it's hard to say. I don't know. I don't see the problems.
Yeah, that's a fantastic position to be in. How much support are you willing to offer buyers to help ease the transition of the sale?
We are open to other people, and if the customer decides to buy our business, for sure we will do everything to make it the most comfortable for the customer. So we are online almost all the time, all the day, only not when we are sleeping. So we just can arrange the calls, making chats. So we are ready to support the customer. If you need to say like 1 month or 2 months, let's say from your experience, how much time does it take to dive deep in the business and to understand everything? Maybe it will be okay if we will say that we are ready to support, for example, for 1 month. But if the customer will have more questions, we are always ready to help. So it's not the situation when we sold our business and we close to any conversations with the customer. It's not our option. So we will support the customer as much as it needs.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I think buyers will be very grateful to hear that. When it comes time to negotiating the sale of the business, would you be open to something like an earnout?
Yes, we open to earn out, but we want to get at least 90% of the costs that displayed on our listing. Because as we said, the market is changing, and like not just to take this money and hold them, but we need to invest them to our another businesses. So to our new business, and I think it will be also Amazon FBA, or even if not Amazon FBA, it will be, I think, e-commerce, because it's the most preferable way of doing business for us. So that's why we need to get at least 90% to start new business.
Yeah, certainly. That sounds fair. And would you commit to a non-compete agreement?
Yes, sure. I think that it will be even more interesting for us to start making the business in other niches and to open something new for us. So for sure, we won't compete in with our customer. And like, it's not good for karma, for example, and we always do what we say. So also not only say, but everything that we sign on the paper.
Perfect. That's fantastic. Well, that leads us to the final question of the interview, and probably the most important one, which is, if you had to put yourself into the shoes of the buyer, why do you think your business is a business worth buying?
First of all, it's a business that solves the customer's problems. It is really important. So it's not like one day business. And if you see the period of time that we already doing this business, have been doing this business, it shows it. And the second is, if you will check the reports, you will see that we got the stable profit for a couple of years, or maybe several of years. That also it confirms that this is a good, stable business, which is very important nowadays. And the third, why it is important, because this business does not require too many time to handle it. And the fourth is that there are still so many opportunities to grow this business.
Yeah, absolutely. It certainly sounds like there's a lot of strong selling points for this business that I think buyers will be very interested in. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with our listeners that I might have missed?
No, I think no. Everything is correct.
I think that after we will end this interview, many good thoughts will appear in our mind.
So yes, maybe we could record a few answers, on questions.
I just wanted to add that I think that it is really good business. And you see, for some owners, there is just a spot when you understand that you need to move forward. And that's why we are selling our business, not because there are some issues. We put our soul in this business and we make everything, I think, correct and make this business be in autopilot. So we just need to from our side to sell this business to start our new business.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I want to thank you both for taking the time to come onto the show today and for giving us more information about your business. It certainly sounds like a very strong business. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. And thanks again for being here.
Thank you very much, Lauren.
Thank you for taking.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 62203. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.